Yo, we are back with Terra Invicta, and my video just keeps lagging, but we're here anyway. So, you guys are going to go up the trail on Parrot Island to the clearing that Anna couldn't find anything in, but nobody trusts Anna to find anything anyway.
There was nothing there, okay?
Yeah. What does it look like? You just walk up? Do you have your weapons out? How prepared are you? You know that there are fresh boot prints leading up there, but
I stab the nearest tree. I'm kidding. I don't actually.
I would definitely say weapons out, but not like menacingly, just like prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Delia has detect magic on. Does she detect anything?
That's a good question.
She does not.
Do I detect anything?
Nope. Yeah, I mean, you get to the clearing, and yeah, no magic around. But anyone else can make an investigation check to see if they can find more than Anna did.
Oh,
well, Audryn
got a crit 25. That's fine, I guess.
What is with these crits today?
Yeah,
I know.
So with
everybody except Anna.
Yeah, with the crit investigation, if you're looking around, you locate a stone trap door at the southern end of the clearing. It's so it's just like kind of covered with overgrowth and all that stuff, but yeah, there's like a stone trap door leading somewhere.
Audryn goes over to it and he just like stoops down and he just sighs. Figures.
You open it up?
I wave everybody over and I wave everybody over. And then open it up and
cool. Yeah. A 5 foot wide shaft leads down into the darkness. When you open it up, you just see this. There's not a whole lot of light, but you can see that it goes down somewhere.
Relevant question real quick then. How thick is the rope?
Normal
that
rope
we have.
But I was just going to say that the next part of the description is there is a rope hanging from the hook, hanging from a hook in the wall right below where the shaft starts. But yeah,
that's why I'm asking my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
One thing that Deli wanted to do, because here's the thing, I can make the drift globe float, but it doesn't follow me for 60 feet. So one thing I wanted to do, which might be relevant now, is make the drift globe float, and then tie the rope to it in a way that holds it like a leash.
Okay.
So you have a balloon?
Yes.
Globe.
I essentially have a drift globe balloon thingy.
Let's look up how this magic item is actually. What the description is.
A small sphere of thick glass weighs 1 pound. If you are within 60 feet of it, you can speak its command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell. Once used, the daylight spell can't be used again until the next day. So I just use it for light. You can speak another command word as an action to make the illuminated globe rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground. The globe hovers in this way until another creature grasps it. If you move more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it follows you until it is within 60 feet of you. It takes the shortest route to do so. If prevented from moving, the globe sinks gently to the ground and becomes inactive.
Yeah, you don't even need that. Out. It just follows you, and it's still
but 60 feet away though.
Right, but you want it to be closer than that, basically. Is that
I want it to be closer than 60 feet.
Got it. Okay, yeah, it sounds like it will work then if you just tie a rope to it.
Okay.
Who has the best sleight of hand?
That's probably Audryn.
I think it's Audryn.
Guessing.
Is anyone else trained in it?
Nope, I only have a 3.
I got one handful.
Yeah, Audryn, do you want to make a sleight of hand to see how well this thing is tied up?
Yeah, well,
good old 9. I mean, it's not like it took like a whole bunch of complicated rope work to make it work. It's just like if you get into a stressful situation, it might come undone. So
okay.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, and that might be okay. Yeah, but yeah, you managed to do that, and you can set the drift globe glowing and floating if you want.
Thanks, Audryn. This should help. Can anyone see in the dark?
I can.
Yes,
yeah, Takewee can, and
I also can.
Audryn can. Yeah.
Well, then maybe you two should go first.
Oh, here we go. Thanks to your elf blood, you are superior. I mean, you have superior vision in dark and dim conditions.
Nice Freudian slip there.
Was that an accident or
that was George?
Just the truth.
That was totally an accident.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm okay with going first.
yeah, sure.
I'm okay with being superior. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it maybe Takui, Audrin, Anna, Deli, or maybe Anna takes the rear.
Well, I was about to say I can't see in the dark, so
I can
If
go.
Deli
I have the
goes-
light.
Yeah, Deli.
yeah.
Yeah, Deli can go before Anna, so then Anna has light in front of her. Yeah,
That's fine by me.
makes sense. Cool. Yeah, I mean, do you want to just descend? There's a rope hanging from a hook there that literally just can let you descend into it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so Takui, you going first, and you start descending down into this. Audrin, and then Deli and Anna. Yeah, you guys get down here. Let me pull you over to a map.
Head down.
Deli would also
and the
probably
map
have
comes up, we get down, and the map comes up, we get down, and the map.
Deli would also probably have Audrin tie the rope to her hand, or like to her, like I don't know, probably to her hand, just so it, or loop at least around her hand, and she can like move her both her hands or something.
Can you guys see stuff?
Nope.
I can.
Oh, right, because you have dark vision.
I have
I
a
can
light
see
spell on
my
me.
token.
I'll add some light to your token there, Seth. What's the actual
The light spell,
light? Oh, the light spell. Okay, let's with the daylight spell,
which
yeah.
is
So 60
20
feet
foot
of bright
radius
light.
of dim. No, not daylight, just the light spell. The daylight spell I can
that's
only
what the
use
drift globe.
once.
The drift globe says daylight spell. I'm
Or-
looking at it right now.
Or thing I have has light or daylight spell.
Oh, I see. Yes, you're just using the light.
Just the
Got
light
it.
spell. I don't want to waste the daylight
Yeah,
if I don't have
Perfect.
to, because the way I can see it. Well, how long? It only lasts for an hour.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. I read that wrong. Let's see. Yeah, 20 and then 20. So 20 bright light and 20 low light. You see now?
Yes.
Yes.
Plus, this way we're not alerting them that we're here necessarily.
Mhm.
The daylight spell would make it a lot.
Yeah,
brighter.
very, very much brighter. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So if you're all like on the bottom, right? You can see. I need to find the description for the general environs. Yeah. So it's 10 foot square around. Well, I guess it's not that. It's. Oh, I guess it is about 10 feet across here. Or it shouldn't be. Wait a second. I have the settings on this weird. Let me reset that.
Say if it was only 10 feet,
Yeah.
then we would
Your
be
tokens
like
would be
crammed
bigger.
in
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yeah. So it's about 25 feet across. Obviously there's the shaft that leads back up into the ceiling. Then basically brick lined tunnels is the vibe down here. Everything's pretty wet. But pretty musty. I feel like there was yeah, here we go. Yeah, brick lined
Is that-
tunnels, bunch of moisture everywhere. And you see, tunnels leading off into various directions.
Caleb, just to be fair, I think the light spell is still off your old measurements because that says I have 80 feet of vision right now. It should only be like 40. Because light spell is 20 foot radius of dim light and additional 20 feet. Sorry, bright light for 20 feet and additional.
Yeah,
dim
that's
light
what I
for
have it
additional
set
20.
to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, did it get messed up because
You can see
was
that
wrong?
far. Oh yeah.
I can see. Like,
Oh,
up
you know
to
what? I think
80
that is. I think it's because of the explorer feature. So because Takui can see that far, it's
Oh.
just
It's
showing
just
that as
revealed.
revealed on the map for you.
Okay,
Yeah. So brickline tunnels surrounding you.
we're
Pretty
following her anyway.
wet. And of course that's the moment where you hear a snap as the rope above you is cut, and just snakes all the way down. Rope falls in front of you. Anna is the last person to like descend, and if you guys look up, you see Vanthus at the top of the shaft. And he just like looks down and he says, honestly, I was not expecting you to be stupid enough to fall for that. You're muted, Elsa.
We didn't fall. We climbed down.
Yeah.
Joke's on. Yeah, I think I look up and say, "Joke's on you. We climbed down here. We didn't fall."
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, he rolls his eyes. Anyone else say anything?
Like, can we even see him roll his eyes?
Oh, I guess probably. Well, it's daylight above, so yeah.
But how far up is he?
It's not super far. It's 30 feet, I think.
So what you're saying is Anna could jump back up.
If she made a really difficult athletics check, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys do anything. Like that's his initial comment, and then if Audrin just like yells back at him, then he just laughs.
I mean, like, I don't think Takewee's gonna say like, "We're looking for you," because then he'd be like, "Well, okay, have fun down there."
Would I be able to like try, like, is there any way that I could try and monk my way up with an acrobatics check?
Right. I mean, that's what Audrin was basically saying, right? Like, you could attempt to.
Yeah,
Yep.
but with acrobatics and not athletics.
Yes. Yeah, you could do that. You can definitely tell it's.
Nope.
I was gonna say
I
it's
can't.
really
No, I
slippery,
can't.
and so immediately, Anna, if you just try to like do the whole like jump back and forth right up the shaft, you immediately slip, fall right on your butt. Just like it's not gonna work. Yeah, and he just like laughs again, and his laugh is very like cynical and hard, right? It's not a joyous laugh at all, and he just says, "Serves you right for messing around with my sister, you thugs. Now you're going to leave both me and her alone."
I would like to.
I'd like
Okay.
look up at him just like quizzically.
Yeah.
Just like,
if it is,
because so clearly he knows that we're associated with this sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
would anyone else say something before Deli opens her mouth?
Okay, so I have a thought. So Caleb, remember when I did that thing with the crowbar when I turned it into a grappling hook?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we should invite our guest.
I think he's about
Oh.
to close it, is the thing.
Drag him down.
Well, if I can throw it up quick enough.
It's 30 feet up. I don't think you can get a good enough like throw on it to hit him before he can just step out of the way. There's just too much gravity between you and him.
Mm-hmm.
Like with an arrow, then yeah, sure.
Okay,
Certainly.
well, if no one else is, well, because here's the thing, Deli might speak up if he says like messing around with my sister.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
Wait,
so
who has? Does anybody even in our party even have a good strength score? Oh yeah,
I do.
Take who does.
so Deli would pipe up saying,
Messing around with. We're not messing around with her. We're her friends, you dingus.
Yeah. And he just,
Takewee's like, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
He did kind of hire us.
he just laughs again. Well, I love to stay and chat, but
Then stay in chat.
wait, oh no, wait, oh frick, what am I thinking? I have charm person.
all right, let's
Oh no, it's not prepared. Dang it.
Okay.
I had it prepared. Didn't
I have something I can do, possibly.
Well, let's do this real quick because he's about to just like leave. So let's roll
Shut
initiative
the
real
door.
quick, just see if you guys can act quick enough to
Okay.
like catch him before he just basically closes it. So yeah, go ahead and click on your token.
Thanks.
Should be in the thing that lets me click my token first.
4, 6, 8. What the crap is that? Initiate.
23, nice.
Ugh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he
well,
goes.
looks like we're
he goes
not
first.
going.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
She
even
had
think he has that
something.
good of an initiative. Yeah, it's just a normal like Dex initiative, but
He just rolled really high.
Yeah,
he rolled
he
a
did.
19. He almost rolled a
I
nat
rolled
20.
horribly. I have a +6.
Yeah. So basically, the last thing he says is he
Audrin and Takui once again.
Yep.
Hey, I have a random question.
Mhm.
I don't think alert would help me with this. Would have helped me with this? Would it? Where I can't always look at.
So yeah, the issue with the situation, I would have given you guys like rolls or whatever, but you literally just said, yes, we're all gonna go down the shaft, and didn't say anything whatsoever about and
Okay.
you guys were like all the way down there, and it's 30 feet, and he could have just very easily stepped up and then just
That's
been
fair.
there.
He could have been a ways away
yeah,
off.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and that's honestly that was never mind. So he comes up to or he's there, right, and he's about to like step away, and the last thing he says is, "Say hi to Pencas's ghost for me. Say hi to Pencas's ghost for me while you're down there." And then he just like,
I told you the trail of bodies. Jeez.
yeah,
you
and
listen to
he
me.
slams the door down. And then you hear a grinding sound, and it seems pretty obvious that he's just like maybe rolled some rocks or something on top of the trapdoor.
I was gonna call back. I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh, wait.
You
hold
live
on.
in a
I don't
Dungeons
have
and
to
Dragons
see.
world. You better believe in ghosts.
I know.
I don't have to see him to do this, though. I don't
Okay.
think.
What do you want to do?
What's it say? Does he have to hear you though?
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
And you can do that in just in a certain radius.
Here, let me put it in chat. It says 90 feet range. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within a range. So I could just like point it up.
I just imagine.
So you just want to try to get him to fall asleep right on top of the.
Well, I don't know what else to do because
Yeah,
it's
but
like I don't want him to get away.
It's only for a minute.
I was about to say it lasts for a minute.
for a minute. I know,
Just,
but I'm like, is there any way that maybe we could like get up? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I mean
don't-
it's a strategy. You could try it.
I just imagine if
I thought it just buys us some time to like try to catch up to him. That's all.
And you also have to roll high enough.
right?
I don't have any.
Have
I don't have any spells that help us get up there. I'll say that much.
we have any spells that can like push the thing open again.
The only thing I have are spells that aren't prepared.
What spells do you have prepared, Deli?
I have animal friendship. I have detect magic. I have healing word. I have ice knife and thunder wave.
Cool.
And that's it.
We came here before I had a chance to really
re-prepare
rearrange
and-
my
yeah,
spells. I also have Shillelagh, Frostbite, and Spare the Dying,
Nice.
so nothing really helpful. No, I did have Charm Person, but I figured, actually, why didn't I have Charm Person prepared? We could have
I don't
been
know.
walking around the area. I don't know.
I don't know. I have message. I could try to send him a message and try to persuade him of something, but I don't know if he's going to be persuaded.
Yeah,
Probably
it just
not.
depends on. Basically, because the question is, does anyone try anything in the immediate to try to like stop him or do it to spell like that? Otherwise,
Nothing that we can really do.
Yeah.
I don't think there is anything we can do.
I have a very certain amount of skills. If you come back, no questions asked.
If I had Charm
Otherwise,
Person,
I will find you. I will hunt you. I won't kill you, but
Yeah,
you're going to
it's-
regret
because
it.
your sister asked me not to. I think that's more than the
I-
25 words you get, but yeah.
No, I,
Unless
message isn't a 25 word thing. That's
Yeah.
just sending. Message, you just have to.
it's like what you can
point at
speak
them.
around
See them.
or something.
you have to see them though, don't you?
Mm-mm.
Just
No, it's just
120
within a range.
feet.
Yeah,
Just have to
can
point
do that
your
if you want to,
finger
Takeway,
towards that
but-
area.
Up to you.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to say. Like you tell me, Caleb. Would I actually be able to say anything that would get to like sway him?
Sway him to do what?
Like get him to open this hatch? and
No,
talk to
of
us?
course not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like. I feel like that's pretty
Does-
pointless.
yeah.
Did he?
She may just do it for flavor and be like jerk.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't say anything in response.
No, I know.
Can't.
What were you saying,
I'll
Jordan?
be like, I
Did-
will haunt you in your dreams.
And
Just kidding.
on his turn, did he did he on his turn move the rock? Is that already a thing that is done, or?
Yeah.
I mean, you have one. I think you have one turn before he does that.
Okay.
Because he would have to close it with an action, basically. Or
Can I?
I mean, even. Let me actually think this through. So, yeah, I think he would have to close it with an action, so he can't actually drew the boulders yet. But yeah, it would be you would have
Okay.
6 seconds to do something before he does that.
I'm next in initiative, so I want to try and acrobatics my way up again.
Okay,
With my next turn.
Go ahead.
Like push
do it with
open.
disadvantage. Because now we've learned the slipperiness of the shaft.
Oh,
That's so sad.
Finally get a crit, and it
That's
doesn't
so
even
sad.
count.
I'm so sorry, Emily. Oof. Oh man.
wow.
Oof. Yeah,
Wow.
11's not gonna cut it.
Wow.
Now I feel even less bad for making you say underwater.
Oof, man. Yeah, that hurt me as that made me feel bad. That made me feel really evil.
Wow.
Well, doesn't work. Deli, Takui, Audrin, anything to try?
I think Deli's just gonna say,
Look, guys, we're stuck in here. Let's just see if we can find another way out. Because that's not happening. And she chick looks at me. That's not happening. We've
Okay,
got light.
can
we've
we
got
just like
time.
Yeah.
We might as well go.
Yeah, Drew.
if we can get the thing open again, I can at least throw the makeshift or somebody could throw the makeshift grappling hook to at least hook on that, like, to the top on the outside. Maybe not like onto him to try to get him down, but we could try to
Right.
get it up there. Especially if we can somehow manage to do it like as he's closing it. Or I guess it's already closed, but
Oh,
if we
he's
can,
already
like-
closed it. It's just that he hasn't locked it.
well, he hasn't put
that
a
what it
rock
is?
over it yet.
Right. He hasn't like moved something. So that's
What?
almost why I want to like try sleep, is to like see if I can get him to like
Well, yeah. I'm
buy us
thinking
some time.
if you can cast sleep on him, and if I could get, or if one of us could throw the crowbar grappling hook thing up there, or if we just tie something to a rope and throw it up, and manage to get it snug on something, then we can just climb out.
Okay.
And if you manage to put him to sleep, then we have 10 turns to try to do that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's actually going to work because he may have more hit points than what I'm capable of, but it's 5d8. Like, it's not terrible odds.
Yeah, but
The only other issue is if you do it and it doesn't work, then you've just wasted a spell when you
Wasted a
might
spell
need it
slot.
for whatever else is
Right.
down here. Yeah.
No, for sure. Could be wasting a healing spell. That's the thing. I don't know, guys. What do you
don't
think?
have a. Here's my actual thought. This looks like a dungeon crawl. Let's see what's here.
Look, our first dungeon. There could be a dragon.
there is a dragon down here. Her name is Deli.
Fair.
Let's just see what's here. We're not getting up right now. We didn't tell anyone we were coming here.
No.
did we?
Literally no
Uh,
one knows
That guy
you're here.
knows. No,
Panchi, I don't think Audrin told him. He
Panchi-
was just saying, like, if anyone asks, we're going to say we're going to go on a day
Oh.
trip.
No,
Well, Sam knows we're here.
Yes, that's true. Sam does.
Sam does know we're here. Look,
Um,
let's just see what's down here and go from there, okay? Okay?
Yeah, I mean,
Deli-
does Audrin
Deli's
still
just
try
gonna-
something or you're going to accept that?
Deli's gonna start walking because she's like, "Look, let's just go do something."
Yeah, it does look pretty perilous. Like, even if you can actually get up there, if there's rocks on top of it, if you break it down, they're going to fall on you, right? Like, so, yeah.
I've been in worse cages. Let's go.
Oh, that was a good line.
Well, but it's also like, is there even another way out? That's the other question.
We're not gonna find out if we're standing here. Come on.
Yeah, so I guess Deli starts walking.
She's walking like very carefully. Like
Yeah.
she just peeks around the corner
Mhm.
with her drift globe. Just does she see anything?
Yeah, so let's see. Make a perception check for me, Deli.
Okay. 10. It's dark.
Yeah. A 10 is not going to find anything. But yeah, I mean, it's lots of ruined stuff, right? It looks like there was some structure down here. There's your brick lined tunnels, but like it's very, very long, dilapidated, and just ruined.
And I still have detect magic on, so if there's anything magic down here.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Sure.
Yeah, which direction you go?
She's just gonna walk down a little bit more, isn't it? She's gonna walk down, stand there in the corner, like
Anyone else coming?
trying
I
to
guess
sound like she's
Queen
not
just like
scared.
shrugs and she's like, I guess Deli's in charge now. Let's go.
She's like very much like trying not to sound like she's scared, but she's kind of freaked out a little
I'm
bit.
just gonna kind of follow the light source since I don't want to be left alone in the dark.
I mean, the thing is, I have alert. I can't be surprised. That doesn't mean I can't, like just.
Oh, it's true. Anna has that too.
Mhm.
Look, I'm the only one who's supposed to have.
Yeah, I mean, where
So
to
I
go?
think I'll just keep walking. I'll walk down to see like how long this place is first.
Sure.
And then we'll go down the tunnels.
Yeah, so you walk over this way, and I think you find a hooded lantern, just like discarded here. Has some oil still.
I'll take it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, do you light it or you just keep it for emergency?
I don't have any supplies to light it, and we also have the drift globe, so I'll take it and hold it.
Sounds good.
Light lasts for an hour, and there's no limit on how long I can.
Yeah.
How many times I can cast light from the drift globe.
Yeah, some sort of discarded. Like there was probably a sconce here, but it looks like the chains or the little python or hook or whatever is broken off, and it's just like this lantern's like on the ground, half broken, but it still works. So at least it seems like it would. Yeah, I mean, so you come to this like, and it starts to go into. It's not like. So it's like natural tunnel. It starts to get into over here, right? But it's not. I don't think like It looks like it was there before, and then people were like building the brick around it. Yeah. So you don't see anything like in this immediate like little alcove over here.
Okay. She'll just keep walking around.
Sounds good.
Obviously looking for a body.
And go ahead and stop right there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
Drag something.
drag something over here for no reason.
It's a spooky ghost.
So you
Starts
see
to go.
can you see anything ahead of you?
Yeah. I see two thingies.
Yeah. So they look like this.
Great.
They're basically just two bodies, right? And they're lying like on the like kind of propped up against the wall here. And you can hear them just slowly. I think they're just their teeth. The only thing that's moving is their teeth are chattering. They just go.
Well, I don't
But
like
they
that.
obviously don't
that.
look like they're alive.
And they don't do anything immediately. Would you do anything in a like that single instant where you see them?
Back up.
Okay. I mean, either way, they're gonna unless you guys want to make a stealth check. Who has the lowest stealth again?
Probably me.
That's Deli.
Go ahead,
One.
Yeah, go and make a stealth, Deli, and we'll see how stealthy you are in this situation, whether or not they notice you. They definitely don't, or they definitely do notice you, rather. Cool. Let's roll initiative as these things come to life.
Look, they may definitely not be alive, but they also seem to definitely not be dead.
And I'm
Fair
not
enough.
rolling well for initiative. I mean,
Ravenous zombie pirate.
Mhm.
we've also been pretty loud, so it makes sense that they would kind of.
Also, I would like to say that is maybe the most apt name for the
token you just saw. Yeah.
that I have ever seen.
Anna, you go first. What do? You see these ravenous zombie pirates start to like.
Well, I actually don't see anything from where I am, so I like step in here.
Yeah, you saw Deli recoil at something.
Now I see two things back there. So let's see. One. I'm gonna go right there.
Cool stuff.
And then I'm gonna try and hit it.
Sounds good. Do it.
Why am I having- There we go. 15.
You hit it.
5 damage.
Very good. Very good.
And then I don't know what else we're gonna encounter. I should wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick it.
Yeah. So.
14.
Yeah, that hits you. Nice.
7.
Nice. Yeah, so they're starting to rise, and Anna just like anime runs over there, just like whack and kick him to the face, and it's just like
I'm so fast.
Yeah.
Anna May.
Yes. And yeah, you like snap its head all the way back, and then it just like grabs it back.
That's creepy.
And then they're gonna attack you. So this one is gonna clamber over.
Rude.
So they're flanking you, and then they're going to.
Is Anna's last name May? Because if so,
No, I don't have a last name.
well, it should be May.
No, it shouldn't.
They're both with advantage, and so they both hit.
Yep.
And
Yep,
you
they do.
10 slashing damage as they start just like climbing all over you, and Anna's just like trying to like fend them off. Yeah,
Okay.
they were sluggish before, and now that they like once they rip into you, they're just like yes, like flash, and they just start going crazy. Takeway, it's you.
Right up to this one. I'm assuming I can't stand here.
You cannot.
correct?
There's a wall there. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not think so. Okay, well, I will stand there and I will attempt to hit it.
Do it.
With my warhammer.
Nice.
Oh.
Very good.
6
Mhm.
bludgeoning.
That works. So how you do?
And I am going to tell Anna that you are such a good fighter. You've got this. And then vertically inspire her.
Wow. What is it? A D4 right now?
The D6, thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever a D4, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a D6.
Sweet. Yeah, you crack this thing's bones from behind. All right, Deli. What
Okay.
do you do?
Now things get interesting. So I'm
Rude.
going to cast. Huh? No. This is what I mean. Okay, we're fine. So I don't uncontrollable
yeah.
shape. That's what I meant. Like I have to do this for every single spell now. So I cast Frostbite on probably the further one because I saw that one got hit.
Frostbite in the further
Okay.
one. Okay, sounds good. We'll see if
It takes 1 damage. It takes 1 damage if it makes the con save.
deck save, but yeah, it failed, so it did take one frost damage.
Oh, it says Constitution save.
Oh, it says. Oh, it does say con save. I don't know what I was looking at.
It failed. Well, let's just keep it at this 1 damage, whatever.
Well, I mean, I think
And-
it's the same roll. No, it's one more, but it's still 6, so it's fine.
Okay, and here's the thing. And now I'm going to cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, and we're fine. Every spell I cast now makes me nervous.
But also, you have to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
You good.
15? Okay.
That said, I'm going to make a character that requires so many rolls.
All the rolls.
So you make your
I'm going to create a
spoon
character. Yeah.
into a shillelagh.
So we'll just staff, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Audrin. What you gonna do? A zombie's eating your friend. There's a wall there.
And you also are muted.
I think you can stand right here, though, if you want to. You can get flanking on it.
Can't make it that far.
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so you're just going to run up to that one and attack it? With your rapier.
Yep.
Poke.
And I believe I get sneak attack.
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
So that's if I hit, that's also. Oh, there it is. Cool.
Yes, that hits. Yeah. Oh, wait, you have a short sword? I thought you had a rapier.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Would it be the same roll,
it's
though?
still the same roll to hit.
And I think it's the same damage, too.
No, the
Oh, wait,
damage
D8
is
for
more
rapier. Yeah. Just go ahead and roll the rapier damage, though, yeah.
And your sneak attack damage.
Cool. Yeah, sneak attack damage.
Oh.
Yeah, so you poke it, do a couple of extra damage. Both of them definitely seem very damaged now. Like, you guys are, like, tearing them apart. They're losing, like, various body parts as they just, like, fall off.
All right, so I'm going to use my bonus action
Yeah.
to this and wait a second. Could I have used my bonus action to dash and then get on the other side of him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what?
I mean, you still hit, so it didn't.
But you can do that if you
Yeah.
want to. You could have have done that because it didn't change anything. So feel free.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
I love how Jordan always turns his token to where he's facing, so it looks like he's upside down now.
I used to do that with Ari, and then I just kind of give him after a while.
Yeah.
Honestly, I genuinely don't notice most of
You
the
just
time
do
when
it
I
instinctively.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Honestly, really, what we should do is just always have my token upside down.
Yeah. So Audrey, you sneak up behind this person. You say, "Hi, Anna," and then poke it.
I'm just like, excuse me, and I just like
pardon me.
walk past, like I put my hand on his shoulder and just, excuse me, let me get past you there and stab him in the back.
Yeah. All right, Anna.
I'm gonna attack this one.
Do it. Hit.
Nice.
5 damage.
Indeed. Very damaged.
How is it looking?
Almost dead.
Get it.
One last
dead
blow will
again.
probably do it.
Finish him.
Well, I was trying to decide if I wanted to do just an unarmed strike or use a flurry of blows.
Because you can
How
attack
many
the
key
other ones
points
too,
Finish
right?
both?
Right, but I only have 2 key
Yeah.
points. So, okay, I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike.
Yeah,
Just
they
gonna do
both
that.
look pretty damaged, so it's probably a good move. Yep, hit.
18.
Oh, he has 1 hit point left. I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So, you slam him in the face with your fist, and then he just like comes back up.
Its head goes.
Yeah.
It goes back to facing forward.
All right. It is their turns, and they're both gonna sink their teeth into your meaty flesh,
Very rude.
and they hit for both again.
Yep.
So another 10.
I'm down.
Very nice.
Wonderful.
They're just on top of you, trying to eat your flesh. Takui, you want to save your companion from having her flesh eaten?
Next.
Yes. I will
I can-
I will warhammer the one that Adrian and I are flanking.
Do it. Yes.
11 damage.
It's dead.
Whoa.
Wait,
Yay.
it might be dead. It's zombie, so I'm gonna roll a Constitution save. DC 5 plus the damage taken, so DC 16. It succeeds. It is one hit point instead.
Same.
Anything else?
Action. I will cast Healing Word on Anna.
Very good. Very good. Probably a good call.
I was gonna do it on my turn. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do.
probably
Hi.
damage them.
Let's say, let's try to take him down.
You have a shillelagh. You can just go up and whack one.
And that doesn't require a spell.
Exactly. All right, Deli, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll just run up and hit that thing. I saw it almost went down like.
Yeah.
Dolly runs up. Come on, open his character sheet. It's with the shillelagh.
Yep.
This is magic damage. Does that make any effect?
It does not.
Okay.
All
8
right, it's
bludgeoning.
gonna make a con save again, and its DC is 13. It makes it.
You freaking kidding me?
Yes, you're just like slamming into it over and over again. And it's just like still alive, but it's like a blade pulp. Audrin, do you want to try to finish off?
Doesn't it get more difficult the more times you kill it?
It's a zombie.
He doesn't know. I think that's another
Dang
thing.
it. Ah, there.
Well, we also haven't killed it any time. 14.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess that was
Yeah,
maybe the first time
advantage.
for that
Good
one.
thing we're flanking.
Go ahead and roll that damage, and we'll see what the DC is. Okay, so it's a DC 12, and it fails. So
Oh, it's down.
Finally.
Finally.
stab it through the back of the head, and it finally.
Oh, right. Plus the sneak
Yeah, that's
attack
true.
damage.
Yeah, it would have failed.
So,
It fails even more. Cool. So slides off your blade, Audrin, and on the ground. Anna, you're prone, but you're alive.
I stand up.
Yep. Try to finish this thing
and,
off.
and I want to. Well, first I want to move over here.
Very nice. Cartwheel past him.
Yeah, to give some opportunity
Yeah.
for flanking if it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoop,
Yep. 19 definitely hits.
4 damage.
All right, since it has 1,
Roll
it does
that
the same
con
thing. It
save.
has to make a con save, and its DC is 9, which it fails. So,
Boom.
oh,
Congrats, yeah.
You guys just don't know how to kill zombies very well.
you slam its head off, and it pings against the wall, and they are very dead now. There you go.
Well, that was interesting.
I kind of like
Yep.
wipe zombies slobber off of me.
Is there anything else back here?
No, not really. Yeah, it just seems like old tunnel.
It looks like it loops back in on itself.
Um,
Anyone else can take the lead if they want
who has the
to.
highest perception?
Passive perception or just perception?
Yeah, I guess passive. Yeah.
I have a 14.
13.
Well,
Loading.
I can look at yours too.
Also 12.
Okay, so Takui, make a roll for me.
A perception check?
Yeah.
Oh no.
13.
I mean, yeah, 14 wouldn't have gotten it either. So that's why I had to roll. So you do not notice anything. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's not
Yeah, where'd you go?
going down.
They keep going down.
Cool.
Like, okay, all right. Well, that was interesting. Clearly, there's some weird undead things happening down here. I don't
Yeah,
really
but
like that.
You mentioned a ghost. Was that
Yeah.
him?
No, that's a zombie.
Yeah, well, obviously. But was that him? I
So
don't like that was an 8.
in this room, Takui, you see there's a long discarded fishing pole and tackle, like just against the wall over here.
A fishing pole?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is it like upright or is it just like on
It's
the
probably
ground?
actually in the claws of a dead guy, but it's very clear this is a very, very dead guy. Like it's not even a zombie; it's just like bones at this point, and most of them aren't attached to each other. So, but yeah, he's holding this.
So I
fishing
see
pole.
a fishing pole.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like because there's like undead here, I would probably let's see. I'd probably like cast like produce flame at it or something like that. Just like make sure. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it burns, and you destroy the
Or-
fishing pole, but yeah, nothing. It was dead.
I destroy the fishing pole doing that?
I mean, when you're throwing fire at it, yeah.
Well, I want to make sure it's not like magical or
No,
anything. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're
I
fine.
didn't detect any magic.
I mean, you wouldn't have detected undead with that anyway, as we've established. But
Well,
Okay.
I just meant like
the fishing pole is not magical. No.
Okay, so I just like come in then. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything wrong over here, I guess. Some pillars. What do I see like coming in
There's
here?
stairs.
Oh yeah, are these stairs? Is that what this is?
They are stairs. But it seems obvious they don't lead anywhere. Like it's the whole thing is collapsed.
Oh,
Okay. I see more.
Yeah, and Takewi is
zombies.
basically what happens is you look away from the stairs and you look back over and there's a pack of zombies that are coming around the corner like looking for something, right? And they see you. So let's roll initiative again.
Great.
maybe I'll roll better this time.
Oh, damn.
Nope.
That's
least
the
it was
best
so low.
initiative I've rolled this whole campaign.
Cool stuff. Anna, you go
And it's
first
still
again.
not better than Anna.
I rolled a 17, so I'm super fast.
You are super fast. Can you even see them?
I don't.
You can't even see them.
I cannot see them.
I mean, Takewi can at least like point like, oh, zombies. So you can head over that direction if you want.
yeah.
Where was the guy with the fishing pole?
Right over here.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't want to head too far in because I'm weak.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go stand somewhere and then take dodge action or whatever, or ready an action to attack.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go right there and
Gaze
Yeah,
into the
take-
void.
because I
Yeah.
still can't see them even
Yep.
moving there. So I'm gonna do that and take the dodge action.
Cool. Takewi,
Um,
you can see these fools.
Well, yes, I can. I
That is correct.
that is you are correct, sir. Let's see. Do I just okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a produce flame at them.
Do it.
18.
Yep.
Swing hits. For 8 fire damage.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, so the one that's like
just the one closest to me.
the one
Yeah.
poking around the corner, and he just gets fire in his face. He's like, ah!
Yeah, so Anna just sees it and just
Oh, yeah, that's true because the fire illuminates it for a second. You're just like, oh, there it is.
I guess for a second I'm just where's it? Where's it? I can't see it anymore.
Well, you're gonna see them soon because it's their turns. So they're going to.
Wow, these are masterful tacticians for being zombies.
Hey, listen, I let you guys metagame with this all the time.
I'm just saying. But we're professional adventurers who should know those things.
You're level 2. Don't.
Look, we're professionals because we're being paid.
That's fair. That's fair. So and then this one is going to use. So it looks like it can't move any further, and then it suddenly lunges forward really, really quickly and uses his bonus action to, go here.
Ow.
Oh,
So this top one is going to attack, Anna for 19. Does 3.
Okay.
Still up. That's good.
well, that's not good because you only have 5 hit points.
And then the other 2 are going to
Okay.
attack Takewi.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, yeah, never mind. Because he has advantage and she took the dodge action. So it just
and only
be
one of them
a
hits.
straight shot.
Yeah. So 3 slashing to you, Takewi.
Oh, okay.
Even though they had advantage, that last one only got a 15. So
Okay.
yeah, so they're just suddenly all over you guys, Deli, it's you.
I'm gonna guess it's probably been more than a minute So I'm gonna have to.
Yes.
So I'm gonna have to cast Shillelagh again. Okay.
You good?
I want it to happen.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Was that even for a cantrip? Okay.
If you don't want to do cantrips, that's fine.
Oh, what did we set the CR to?
I think we just said 1, right? Or 1 or 20, or was it? Maybe one of those. I think we just said 1.
On a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we had something about. Oh wait, or is it already added to it? No, wait.
But also, Seth, that's up to you. You can do not cantrips if you don't want to.
No, I kind of at this point I kind of want it to happen because the thing is, Deli doesn't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
So I'm trying to trigger it.
Yeah. Cool.
So, wild magic, not so much, but like the spell, like I want her to wild shape. Okay, she's just gonna hit with the shillelagh.
Do it.
Because I think that's really my best option because my only damaging spell would hit a lot of people.
That hits.
So, or blood
doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but you tried. Yeah. So this zombie is like reached over and then is like attacking Takui, and I guess Deli just like whacks on the head.
Actually, wait a second. Healing word. Oops. Healing word's a bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to healing word. Anna.
Didn't you already use your bonus action to shillelagh?
Oh, right. Never mind.
Audrin, all of your friends are being attacked by zombies.
I just saved that more for when she like goes down.
Also that, yeah.
That's fair. Which will probably be next round.
How rude. I can take care of myself, you guys. Jeez.
You have 2 hit points.
Yeah, and I have a plan. Jeez.
Which one are you going to attack, Audrin?
Actually, I can move through.
You can move through allied squares, yeah.
Okay, so
if you want to, you can.
You can go here.
Yeah.
He would get an attack of opportunity from that
through these guys.
zombie next to me, though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
use my bonus action to use.
Oh, you can bonus action
Disengage.
disengage. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm actually thinking if I go right here, then the zombie has the option to attack. Not
No, I would probably just flank.
Yeah. It's more advantageous to take zombies out of the turn order.
Only one of them's attacking her.
Yeah.
The other 2 are attacking me, so might be more advantageous just to get rid of the flanking that they have on her. And me,
Cool. I'm going to stab it.
if we can.
Stabby stab.
I'm gonna try and fail miserably.
Nope.
Oh,
You succeed.
maybe not.
They're zombies. It doesn't take a lot.
And
Nice.
Sneaky snake.
Yeah, that was good. It's not dead, but you did a whole lot of damage. You just like stab it through the chest, and it's just like clutching at its chest. It's I think it's clutching at the rapier it's sticking out of its chest, and it keeps like stabbing its hand through the rapier as it tries to like get it out. Anna.
I think I like lean over and I'm like, no, that's not. You don't.
what are you doing, buddy? Yeah.
I am going to attack the one that's in the middle of all of us.
Do it. That misses.
And fail.
Yeah,
Keep in mind you have a bardic inspiration still.
it's true.
Ooh.
You could save it for a death save.
You could. It's up to you.
I could, but also I'm trying to kill this zombie.
That's fair.
It may not work even with the bardic. It might be a little close. But
13?
Yep.
13 hits.
Does indeed.
10 damage.
It might die. Well, let's check.
15 DC, so I feel like that's a lot.
Yep, it dies.
It fails. Nice.
Boom.
Yay, worth it. I inspired you.
I felt so inspired.
Good job, Takui. You did your first bard thing.
Yay.
Okay, and then
Cast a spell. That was a bard thing.
I know.
I am going to
I feel like
Bone-
inspiring is like
The quintessential bard thing.
the one.
That is true.
yeah. I'm going to bonus action step of the wind
Ooh.
and get away without an attack of opportunity.
Bye.
Right there.
Cool.
I don't want to go too far into the darkness.
Yep. All
He
right,
may
blame
still
you there.
attack me, but-
Takui.
Oof. That's pathetic.
Yeah, that misses.
Even with the advantage. Yeah.
It
so,
catches your warhammer and looks at you with death in its eyes.
Wow. That was that was pretty pitiful.
And then
I am ashamed.
and then he attacks you. But I think this one is just going to step into the square that its fallen comrade fell, and they're going to try to flank you. Takui.
Why are you all going after me?
Mainly because you missed that last attack. I think they sensed weakness. So they both hit. 10 slashing.
Oof.
They sense weakness. They should be going for Audrin.
Deli, it's you.
Okay, well now I will bonus action healing word. Should I?
I would just
Just wait until
I
it's
would just
down.
attack.
At this point, that amount of hit health isn't actually going to matter.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get,
Especially with how much damage they're outputting.
Yeah, I'll just attack with the shillelagh.
Yeets. Very nice.
7 bludgeoning.
Not dead, but as it's attacking Takui, you slam it in the chest or the back, and he goes, ah!
The small of its back because I can't reach the
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that would hurt.
That's true.
Yeah. Cool. Audrin? Stabby stab. That hits. Very good.
Ooh.
Not dead. But you're stabbing it.
I poked it.
You poked it. Anna?
I feel like maybe this guy's gonna go for still the one who's being flanked. That could be a wrong assumption, but that's okay. I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna try to hit him.
Do it.
Nope.
A 9 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Then I'm going to try and kick him.
That one
There
hits.
There we
Yep.
go.
I would probably
4.
use my bonus action to dodge. By the
Oh,
way.
yeah. Sorry. I forgot to ask you that. Yep.
Can
Sounds
you?
good.
You can bonus action dodge
Yeah, I can.
as a what?
Rogue's pretty cool.
I didn't realize you could bonus action dodge. I thought it was like hide and disengage.
I was wrong. You can dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah,
That's
Oh.
what I thought.
I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't think you can dodge.
That would be
Oh, I'd like-
intensely powerful.
Right.
Yeah, that would be.
Disadvantage
Like,
always against him.
I would like to use my bonus action to hide
Okay. Yeah,
right
sure.
where I'm at. Just
No. Yeah.
let me just roll that.
Yeah,
That's about it. Yep. 6.
that's
Yep.
about right.
That makes sense.
Take
It's just because it's looking at Takui.
Okay, which one looks worse?
They're
The one
next to
pretty
you.
much exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I did.
Okay, well then I guess I will hit the one next to Deli, closest to Deli then, since I've got Anna and Audrin on that side also.
Do it.
Hammer!
Very good. Not dead though.
Oh, come on.
Slam, slam, slam.
Man, okay, all right. Well, I should have done this earlier, but I'm wondering if I should. Oh, here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move right here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Or someone else can.
That way, at least it's not at advantage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, well, I guess he could just move here, but then he's gonna attack provoke an
Yes.
attack
Yep.
opportunity. So okay, yeah, that should work.
And
do
I
that.
think that's what they're going to do. So the Deli, you can get an attack by opportunity on that one.
Dang
Hit.
9.
It is still alive.
Ah.
That
Well, I'm probably gonna go down then.
Yeah. And
Well, I
they're
can bring you up.
going to attack you with advantage. Oh, wow.
one
Only one
hits.
hit. So 5. Still up.
Still up?
Still up.
Cool.
Excellent.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
going to give the advantage. This is good.
Deli.
Okay. Well, let's try again.
Dang it, go down.
And
Just a perfect diagonal line here. And then Audrey's messing it all up. Nope. Yes, actually, with 13.
13.
Yes.
I'm here
Yeah.
for.
I was like, a 13
Sorry, I
doesn't hit.
forgot.
It did
Yeah.
earlier.
All right, so DC 9. Oh, crit fail. Yeah, it does.
Double crit fail.
It cr-
So probably what I do is I like smack it. It like goes into its spine. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get a nice glob of it on your spoon.
oh.
Dang it. I have to wash this.
Cool. Audrey? Nice. Crit success.
Nice.
It's dead, or at least it probably is.
Plus sneak attack.
And sneak attack
Double that
doubled.
sneak
Yeah,
attack.
so go ahead and roll that again. Because the dice gets doubled, yeah.
If it's not dead,
Okay, so that
Whoa.
means its final DC
23.
is 20.
So if it gets a crit, it can still succeed.
Yes, and it does not.
it dead.
You did. Please describe how you eviscerate this thing, Audrey.
With a rapier. I think Audrey just is like fed up with all these stupid zombies.
Yeah.
And he just goes to like just repeatedly like like the. Okay, did you ever play Melee?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I was just a brawl
basically
guy.
Oh, you played Brawl
Mhm,
though?
For shame.
Okay, I'm not sure if Link did it in this one, but if you like mash the A button, Link would do the da 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 da.
Sure. He's like
Basically, like
yeah.
I just like repeatedly, and then I think the very last one is just like I assume he only has one eyeball and the other one's just gone or something.
Yeah.
And the sword just like goes through the eyeball and just pops out.
Yeah. Nice little skewer. Very good, very good. Yep. And it falls.
Okay. How's everyone doing?
Take
No,
was
he's
like,
actually fine. So,
I'm tired.
okay. Well,
Not feeling so great.
On a scale of 1 to I didn't even get hit.
same.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
no, me and
Well,
me
it's
and
not
Anna
my
are
job
definitely
to
the
be-
ones who
yeah.
are most damaged.
Let's keep
Yeah.
going.
No, I feel fine.
I've got a healing potion.
I'm fine. It's okay.
I mean, is there any way? I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
do you
I'm
guys have
wondering if
healing
maybe we
potions
should-
still?
I have a healing potion.
Yeah, I think
I do
so.
not have one.
I did use
I
a
don't
lot.
have one on me.
I have given them to people and used them, and
Problem is, I would say we should try to maybe take a short rest, but I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get one.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
Well,
Take
it
we make
doesn't
another
seem like-
perception check.
Okay. I have a feeling these things are going to come back to life soon.
That's what I was just wondering.
Yeah, so it's not that exactly. These things seem pretty dead. But you can hear at this point there are more, and they're hunting you now.
Great.
Yeah, but they're coming from this direct. Or wait, my ruler tool didn't come up.
That's what you were mean. Like they were looking for something.
Yeah. They're coming from this direction somewhere.
Takeaway's like, there's more, and they're all coming for us. They know we're here.
a vision you had or something.
No, Takeaway's just like, I could just hear them.
And honestly,
Yeah,
after Takewee points it out, you can all hear them. Right? It's just like, oh, oof.
Sorry, that just sounded like super ominous. Like you.
Well,
Ravenous howls in the
Billy
distance.
Deli hands you. Who's more?
Who's more damaged?
I think Anna
I think Anna is not by much,
by
but
3 hit points, but yes.
Well, because I was
I'm
gonna say,
definitely-
because I have a healing potion. Should we give it to the other person who has healing magic, or Anna, who has more DPS?
my problem is that the next time we get into combat, I'm probably going to rage. So that way I take less damage, and I can't do spells while I'm raging.
But do you have much?
So I think probably Anna, because
Okay.
Takewee can do rage. Oh, but
I mean, that's
well,
not going to help me much.
it's not
at
going to
this
help you
point,
if you have
though,
5
with
hit
only
points.
high
Yeah,
five.
that's true.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Yeah,
I think you
If
should
I
give
have-
it to take.
that makes sense. Anna can run.
I'll give. Yeah, I'll give you a.
You can bring Anna back up.
I'll give you a potion of healing
Okay. Thanks.
And I will. Should I just cast
Was it
a healing spell?
slash roll
2D
slash 2d4?
2d4
Plus
plus
2,
2.
yeah.
And I'll cast Healing Word on Anna. Well, should we do that now or wait?
I would wait.
I would
Yeah,
wait.
healing words specifically are pretty useful when you have to bring people up because they don't actually do a lot of health. But
Yeah, it's 1d4.
but it's a bonus
plus-
action, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you continue on.
Well, then I'll like prep Shillelagh, so by the time they show up, they'll be there. I want to cast Thunderwave actually, so maybe I'll try and get closer this time.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys literally just like hole up here and try to like set up a defensive position, or
Yeah.
I feel like these pillars are not the best place to fight them.
Well, the point is we could get up against a place where at least they're not flanking us.
if you can find a threshold of some sort, that would probably be the best.
Right. Maybe we can set up, like Kayla was saying, maybe we can set up like a defensive strategy. Like, doesn't Audrin have some like ball bearings and stuff like that
I think so.
that we could use?
I have a bunch of ball bearings.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a moment at least to try to set up something.
I have this lantern that still has some oil in it. If maybe there's enough to set on fire.
do
I
it.
have,
I have my breath weapon.
That'd be kind of cool.
I have 2 flasks of oil. I have 1,000 ball bearings. I actually have string as well. So if we want to set up something
That's
where like
Tripwire or something.
That we can make a necklace from the string and ball bearings.
yes,
Okay. So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you just get into the corner here, like they can't flank you,
That's what
Over
I was
here?
thinking.
and yeah, and then you can protect someone in the center.
we just stand in the corner and wait for them to come, and we're all just together, united, and flipping them off.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
as they are set on fire.
It'd be really funny though. And then it turns out that fire doesn't actually hurt them, and then they just become fire zombies, and they do more damage.
I'm
to
gonna
us.
probably put myself in the back, so
Yeah, healing
I
and
can heal
spells
people.
and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I can step forward into a space and do a spell.
Yeah.
But- okay. Audrin, you join us? Okay.
yeah, and then at least if we're in the corner, we can also see them coming ahead of time too. And if you have anything ranged, we can like kind of attack them
Yeah.
beforehand rather than them just like coming up on us all of
Oh,
a sudden.
you know what, Caleb?
Mhm.
I'm gonna daylight.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this to daylight so we have more range.
So then 60.
Throw out the fact that my computer, or like basically my internet in general, is going super slow. So
Oof.
moving my token, or even knowing where your tokens go, is a little.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, everybody's gone. Oh, I'm gone now. Okay.
I don't know how much oil is spread, how much oil it takes to spread on a square.
Let's do this.
to
Let's
be
have
able to set
everybody.
it on fire.
Well, I guess we can stay in this initiative. I'm gonna move them from where they are on their turn, and we can go ahead and just have you guys do things on a turn to like set up
Okay.
whatever you're gonna do. So Anna, go ahead and you can go first. What do you want to do?
Okay. Logistically, like how much oil do you need to be able to spread it in a line and set it on fire?
I think 1 flask. So like it depends. I think 1 flask would be a 5 foot square, and your lantern has 1 flask, and then Jordan has 2.
Yeah, but do we really want to use all of our oil?
We could. The problem is I have the fire. Well, actually, Alyssa, do you have a fire attack?
Yeah.
What you could do is give the oil flask to Anna. She throws it at a zombie, then Alyssa lights it up.
I have like.
I mean, I
don't-
would probably just do more damage doing produce flame.
Yeah,
than-
I feel like you're gonna get the best bang for your buck for that, setting it up in advance, so that you can use your
Okay.
actions
Yeah.
to do
Well,
other things while
my-
it's
my
set
own-
on fire or something.
My only point is though, if it comes from the south, we don't have no guarantee it's going to hit because there's only 3 squares worth. You said that we can cover.
Yeah.
If they come from the top, we're fine.
Yeah, but I mean,
because the point is to set up defensive, not necessarily like
if we did it like here, here, and here to make like a little line like this on those 3 squares, then they can only, like, if those are on fire or something, they'd be funneled through like one little
That's
area.
true. That's true.
Because I'm guessing, can they climb over these stairs? Or is that like a barrier?
Over those, yeah, that's a barrier. That whole
Okay.
corner is collapsed, basically.
Okay, so that does make them funnel in a little bit easier.
Basically, the idea, right, is that you
That's what
put
I
it
do.
there, and then like right as they come up to that part, I cast produce
Yeah.
flame at it, and then it
And so, yeah,
catches
so it
those
can
things on fire.
either damage them or just funnel them so they can't come in as well.
I could also use my breath weapon.
Well,
You could
mine's
do
a
both,
pretty.
right? You could do
I
profuse
mean,
flame
mine's
first.
a cantrip.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And then you could do that,
Might
Deli.
as well.
I might wait till they're closer because it's only a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
I don't want to make sure I get the most out of it.
So Anna, honestly, if you just like grab the oil flask, you can do all of that on your turn. You can just break them on those 3 squares in your turn. I
Excellent.
think that's fine.
And since I'm so fast, I can just run right back to where I
Yeah,
started.
I think that's fine. Anna's pretty quick. Takeway, you want to do any preparations things, or is that all you're doing to prepare? Is just that?
I mean, that's honestly, I was looking through my character sheet. There's really not
Yeah.
much I can do.
Aldrin can set up
the
ball
best I can-
bearings, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to prepare my action to produce flame
Yeah.
at it when
Sounds
they
good.
come into those squares.
Yeah. Deli or Aldrin, do you have any more preparation stuff?
I'm just going to prepare my breath weapon.
Did you want to set up those ball bearings?
Yeah, I'll set up the ball bearings. How many should I use? And also, would putting string anywhere actually be helpful, or
Putting what?
String?
to try to trip them up? Because just because they're like, the idea is if they're on the ball bearings, that's potentially going to make them fall. But also, if they are running into ball bearings and then they're already trying to stabilize themselves, and then they hit the string, then they'll fall and then they'll be prone.
The thing with string is I feel like if you had like rope and then put it down low enough or something, you manage to tie between pillars or something, that might work. With a string, the best you're going to be able to use that for is to trigger something, is to use it as a motion sensor. The string itself isn't going to trip them, I don't think. It's
Yeah.
strong enough.
I have rope, but it's only 25 feet.
Well,
which
what would you
is-
even tie it to? The
Yeah, that's the other
pillar.
problem.
and
The
then
only
to
thing I can think of is
where?
like the two
The other problem is
the 2 pillars, because literally I don't think there's anything else on these walls to tie it to, really.
Oh.
So, but they're not
That
going
was
to
my
need to
other
come
thought,
over
is
there.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure
Ball bearings probably is the best bet, I think.
if. So I'll do that, but how much should I use?
Yeah, is it 10-foot square?
I have 1,000.
How much does it use
Um,
for a 10-foot square of it?
I've got it. I'm pulling it up. Oh, it doesn't actually say. That's weird.
Let's see, 10-foot square. So I assume it's like that. Right? 10 feet on a side. I feel like how many do you get? Did you
Oh, it's all 1,000.
all
Okay.
1,000? Okay. I mean, it's still a good chunk of space that you can put somewhere.
I mean, it's 10 feet.
Where would you want to put that?
In fiery areas. So they trip and fall and they stay in the fire, and then we laugh and point at them and say, "Ha ha, you fell and you're on fire."
So
Yeah, right there is good.
right there is fine. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Well, if the rest of you are just going to prepare actions, then I think we'll just probably start at the top of the turn order, but they have just entered the
I
space
think
here.
the only other thing I would prepare is I'd probably use my last bardic inspiration. Should I use my last bardic inspiration, just like prep somebody instead of using that as a bonus action during one of my turns?
I don't know.
Guys,
Up to you.
Probably. I'm thinking probably Anna. Or
I'm just wondering if I should use it right now. That's
if you should.
You can use it as a bonus action. Just save it.
I know, but I've got other bonus actions I can do, like
That's true.
raging
Well,
and
I was about to say, can you inspire? I don't think you can. You inspire if you're raging?
no,
Yeah, I just
Then
use
use
there's not
Anna.
much I
Then-
can do.
Then I would think to go ahead.
Actually,
and-
no, I think I can because it's not a spell. I just can't cast spells when I'm raging. I think I can inspire when I'm raging.
Can you can talk when you're raging, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of funny. You better shape up.
I mean, I talked to that when I made that intimidation roll. I was last session. I was raging.
Caleb, quick question. Did we determine how much the spider things were worth?
I don't think you did, no. I don't think you really had them appraised for value.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just gonna aspire Anna again, just like in case she goes down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And she has like the most attacks out of all of us, so it makes sense.
I'm looking at that again, Seth. Yeah, what was the value that we said?
Because I feel like
X value?
25 GP.
25. Okay. I
25
I think
GP for a
probably
point.
100.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think that word makes sense.
I refer to the video I linked in chat in the messenger.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Right, they're coming for us.
All right, so I think you guys can see him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna, it's
You
your
can see
turn.
him now.
You can continue just preparing your action or whatever, but we'll just start from the top of the turn order.
I like to, just prep an attack if somebody comes in range of me.
Sharon's good.
Just to be able to whack them with my staff.
Takewee.
I'm gonna go ahead and produce flame one of them.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I think they're in range. Yeah, they're in
Sweet.
range. So
That one over there.
I'm gonna just do the one. This one's like I feel like that's some coverage based on my
Sure.
angle, so I'll go with this one.
Do it.
I'll produce flame.
Yep.
6 fire
Very
damage.
nice. Yeah, so starts being slightly on fire.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. I shouldn't have done that because I should have prepared my action right to do that on this.
Oh yeah.
Yes?
That's fine if you want to renege on that.
Yeah. Do you mind if I
Yep,
just
that's fine.
because that's what I
forgot-
said I was
I
going to
forgot
do
about that.
anyways. I was just like
I didn't think about
I
it.
was
too.
I was just being overly ambitious because I was like
How far can
I was
they
like
move?
oh they're far away I could just get
No,
them.
yeah, these guys can move fast actually. So
They're gonna move
Yeah.
into that space. So yeah, I would save it for that.
cool. Well, we'll go ahead and I guess.
Why are there two different token icons now? I don't like that.
Oh, I don't know why I did that. I wasn't supposed to. Go away. What was I looking for? Oh, the ball bearings. That's what I was looking for. What?
Their decks.
I was just trying to figure out
It's
what
stepped into the ball bearing.
they moving across the covered area must make dex saving throw. Okay, I'll do one of these one at a time as they enter this. So that one succeeds, doesn't fall prone. Gets here. Yeah, I guess they all go on the same turn.
Because they would move at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's the way we've always been doing it. So I'll move this guy here too. I'll get them to this cover, and then we'll make those. Okay, this one falls prone.
One of them fails.
And it doesn't have half its movement to stand up anymore, so it's just prone for now. And then this one.
You know those moments in life when you fall down and you just lay there and you're like, I don't want to stand up yet.
Yeah. So this one's going to move here, and then it can bonus action as it sees you guys to move up to half its speed toward a hostile creature it can see. And it's going to move right there, which will set the thing off, but I'll move the other guy then too. And this one's going to do the same thing, I think, but I don't think he can. Yes, okay, he can get here. So that's going to happen. This guy's also going to do that.
That triggers my reaction.
Yeah, and so just go
Because
ahead
I
and
was-
while they're
I was-
moving through that, just go ahead and do your produce flame, then take we. Which
Right.
I don't think you have to roll for it. You just do it,
Already
right?
rolled it.
Yeah.
We just-
You set these things on fire. I don't. Just go ahead and roll your produce flame damage, and we'll see how much damage it does to all three of those as they just go through it. Okay, so
3 damage.
all of them take 3 damage, and they are now on fire.
What about this one over here? There's like another zombie over here. Did you forget about this one?
He goes in a different initiative order.
That's
God,
why I
no,
said,
I didn't
why is
know.
there
one?
Oh,
there's
okay.
two
Sorry,
different-
I can't see him, so I thought he
Yeah.
was a zombie. So I was just like,
Nope.
oh.
No, that is Nicolau Resende.
Nicolau Resende.
Oh, is that what that said? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm just gonna look up what does being on fire do.
It burns.
Yes, indeed.
I think they have to take like an action to put it out, don't they? Something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out what the damage is. Man, what keyword do I have to type in to find this?
D&D being on fire.
Yeah. I'm not gonna find it in this reference document. Oh, there you go. Yeah. 1d10 damage at the start of its turn until someone takes an action to douse the fire. They're not going to take actions to douse the fire. They're zombies. So they're going to take 1d10
1d?
fire damage on the start of each of their turns. So
That's pretty good damage.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This was a good.
I
This is a
mean,
good plan.
I have been known to be smart before, so
And then Anna's thing also triggers.
Yes, go-
Fury.
go
I
ahead.
get to
Do it.
hit that one.
Yep. Very nice.
Oh.
Sweet. Deli, it's you. So one of them just fell down in the ball bearings, and then the other ones were on fire, like attacking you guys.
I forget. We just said if it's a cone, it's emanating from me, right?
No.
Yes.
So like if I did my fire breath,
So I think it's like this.
okay. Because my thought was, I was like, I'm pretty sure that Taqui's resistant to all fire.
She is,
damage.
yes.
So I was like,
Don't
I could.
hit me.
No,
I'm
but like,
so
I could,
low.
But my point is that I don't know if like fire would even hurt you, but I'm not going to do that because of that. What can I do actually? Because I can't. Here's the thing: I can move into the space, use fire breath, and move back, but then I get 3 attacks of opportunity on me, and that might take me down. So,
Oh, looks like there's
don't think
actually
you can
different rules for oil. So if the target takes any fire damage before the oil dries, the target takes an additional 5 fire damage from the burning oil. And if lit, the oil burns for 2 rounds. We'll just do this. If the oil burns for 2 rounds and deals 5 fire damage to any creature that enters the area or ends its turn in the area.
oh, so they took 5 damage. Then
Yes, yeah. So, we'll rule out how the oil does. So that means, they aren't on fire.
They're not like on fire. Okay.
But they take an extra 5 damage from your produce flame. And if any of that, these will burn for 2 rounds, and if anyone goes through those squares, they will take that damage again. So,
were you about to say something about
Yeah,
my thing, Alyssa?
Huh?
I'm not sure.
I don't think you can't attack while you're in an allied square. You can only
I
move
can't.
through them. Mm-mm.
Ooh, that makes it difficult. I think all I can do is cast Frostbite.
So I mean, like in theory, right? You could move here and then get these two. And maybe this one with your cone?
But then I'd hit you.
No.
Not if you're standing.
How would it work if I was here, Caleb?
I believe it would be you'd hit those two. So this one and this one.
It's not as great, but
Why would I hit just those two? Why wouldn't I
well,
hit
because
this
if it's any wider, then it's gonna
one?
it's gonna go this
you're
like
meaning-
directly this way, which is not how that works, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works.
the cone isn't. The cone is like this. It's like a. Let me.
Point being is, I don't think using my breath weapon is very advantageous right now.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a whole lot of people.
I'm just gonna cast Frostbite because I think it's the only thing I really have prepared, other than Thunderwave and Ice Knife, but I don't want to use those either. I'll just. It's getting closer. Cast Frostbite on the one right in front. So that could actually.
But then it wouldn't even hit either two of those. Because if it's originating from
See-
the corner from that square, then it's just hitting that guy.
See, my thought was if Takui is not hurt by moving it up 2 squares and doing it from here, so like it hits all 3 of those, and I'm pretty sure Takui. I'm not sure if Takui's immune or
not
resistant.
immune,
Okay.
just resistant.
Okay. See, is it 15 originating from me though? Because then it's
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's
half
not
of-
centered on you. It's originating from you. So that means it has to come from the corner of the square in front of you,
Yeah.
which means it would go
Yeah.
like this. Yeah.
And there's not a good way to do that currently in this situation. If the other ones come, I could probably find a better advantageous position. But right
Mhm.
now, so it's just a con save for that one guy.
Which one
that-
are you
the guy
attacking?
in
The one
front-
by Anna?
The one, actually, yeah, sure. Since she's low, and I'll no, so nothing happened. And just in case, I'll also cast Shillelagh, or yeah, I'll do that now because then I have to do this. Okay.
And then roll a d20. Yay! Awesome.
Oh,
So instead of
no.
casting Shillelagh,
Oh goody! What happens now?
let's find it.
Cast fireball on your position.
Well,
No.
one of those is that
No.
indeed.
But then we are all dead, and the campaign is over. That's 6d6 fire damage.
The listing says you cast the contagion spell on the target. Disease is determined at random, but you cast it on a stick, so it doesn't really. You basically give you give your wooden spoon some sort of like tree disease that like eats away at wood.
Oh.
It's my spoon.
Was your spoon.
It's starting to rot away. So instead of getting more full of
Dang it,
life,
what this time?
it's more full of death.
Does that mean it causes poison damage?
No.
Couldn't have been a fun spell.
Audrey,
Okay.
it's you. Wait, did you prepare an action? I assume, Audrey, you prepared an action to attack something in your range, right?
Um,
Because everybody
I
else
thought he
was.
did the ball bearings and then they moved. I only got my extra prepared action because I was first in initiative, I thought.
No, there was more time than that. I just didn't think that anyone was
okay.
doing anything.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
just go
that's
ahead and
what
make an
I-
extra attack. For
yeah,
you're prepared.
yeah, that's fine. I can do
They
that.
they weren't that close.
I think you even get the sneak attack with that. I don't know about that actually.
I think you do. Yeah.
Well, I'm within
Yeah,
5 feet.
take
so-
me
Yeah,
within 5
so
feet.
it,
No, but he did get sneak attack with both of them was my main point.
I think so.
Ooh.
That misses.
no, he'd only get it for 1 because that would be his reaction for his turn. So
Oh, that's true.
That's
right?
fair. Yeah.
I don't
you
think
can
a
only
sneak
do it once
attack is a
around.
reaction.
Oh no, sneak attack isn't.
Or is that,
It's just extra damage that happens when an ally is within 5
Right.
feet of you.
No, but his reaction is to attack,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and it's part of this one round, and the round hasn't restarted. So if he did hit, he could only use sneak attack once because it's once per
Oh,
round.
got it. Okay, yeah. You're right. Audrey, you can make another attack though. Cool, that one hits.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. It's not dead, but it hurt. It hurt it.
Wow, that were
13 damage. That's pretty good.
those were great rolls. Blech.
And that's the point where this guy steps around the corner.
Oh,
He looks like
make that
this.
token big. Whoa.
So
Oh, hello.
some sort of skeletal
I-
figure with basically what amounts to a what are they called?
Head crab?
No, what are those
Snail
things?
shell.
The things that are like really deep in the ocean.
Cthulhu.
I know what
It
you're
starts with
talking
a
about,
C.
Caleb.
Yeah, it's not a cuttlefish.
A cuttlefish.
No, it's like a cuttlefish.
Cu-
Cuttlefish.
Look, first of all, I'm just gonna say
Snugglefish?
Seeing the token from far away, he looks like Lucius Malfoy. And then seeing it close up, he looks like that guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
pirates.
definitely the vibe for this.
Is it like Barbaro or something?
Davy Jones is the dude with the tentacles and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Barbarossa
If
is the
it's
guy
not-
you're thinking of, but he was just a skeleton. So it's a mix between the two.
Okay. Got it.
If it's not a cuttlefish, is it a snugglefish?
No, it's a it has a weird name. I'm gonna be really bothered by this if I can't figure out what it's. Shell squid. Oh. There it is. What is it? Nautilus.
What is
A nautilus.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. So
That's
it's
not a C.
it is so it's a skeleton. He steps out and he's like, kind of limping, and he has basically what amounts to like a nautilus for a hat, and then he's like engulfing his head, and then the tentacles are like spilling out like hair, and he just like looks over and he just, I think, whispers death, and then he just like starts moving towards you guys.
No, this is Patrick.
Let's see what it can do.
Better not be drugs.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
No, I think
great.
I'm good at those. No, I'm not good at those. Oh, frick.
No.
Come on, Audrey.
Gotta get a 12, Audrey. Oh no.
No, jeez.
Okay, so only take we.
PPK.
Yeah. You are frightened. Seth, you're frightened for 4 rounds.
Are you freaking kidding?
Emily, you're frightened for 3, and Jordan, you're frightened for 1. Wait a second. There's 11. Oh, nice. All of you failed this by 5 or less. So you're all actually paralyzed instead.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration. 8.
Yeah. So you're only
I'm frightened.
you're frightened
for
for 3 rounds.
This
3 rounds. It's like I can't be paralyzed. That's
Yeah.
not good.
Takewee, you're immune for the next 24 hours, as per usually how this works. But then Deli and Audrin are paralyzed for that amount of rounds. So Audrin, you're paralyzed for 1 round, and Deli, you're paralyzed for 4.
At least I'm in the back.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but you're also our healer because I'm about to go rage.
I had a +5 too.
And so that just happens when you see him. Like that's just how that works. And yeah, he is just gonna move forward then. So he's just gonna move right there. And that's his turn. He's just slowly stalking towards you guys.
Can something get me out of paralysis?
A spell or a potion or something that removes paralysis.
Oh no.
Anna, it's
How
you.
long are they paralyzed for?
4 rounds.
And then Aldrin for 1 round, though.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna attack that zombie again because I mean I'm not gonna move.
Do it. Yep, for sure. Nice.
7 damage.
Not dead. Very, very weakened, though.
Okay, then I'm gonna kick it.
Hit. All right. Its DC is 11.
11. Come on, lower.
And it fails.
Yes.
So that one's dead. Kick off its head.
Okay, that's all I'm doing.
Takewee.
All right, Takewee feels the anger burning inside her, and she knows that if she does not rage, she is going to die.
Do it.
Even though she doesn't like to rage.
So, in other words, she's about to be an emo band singer.
She doesn't want to rage, but she must.
But she must.
Hey, as long as it's against the machine, I think we'll be all right.
Hey, these aren't.
Is it okay if it's against the zombies?
Yeah, these aren't automatons. They're undead. That's a little different.
And
It's all the same.
going to whack at which one did I hit
This one I
earlier
believe?
with?
Or wait, both of these have
Oh
been hit.
wait. Oh, okay. Right, with the
Yeah.
with the flame. Okay,
This one's
never
more
mind.
damage though. So I think you hit this
Okay. Warhammer. That's a 11
one. That misses.
because it's a +2 because I'm raging.
Yeah, it misses.
11 misses.
Yep.
No.
Their AC is 12.
Well, I know that now.
Yeah.
So even with raging, you're useless, Takewee.
Is that your turn?
The heck, girl. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. All right. On the start of each of their turns, these things take. Oh wait, no, they don't. We said it was different.
What about the oil thing?
Well, the oil is just so these are still burning for another round after this. And if anyone goes over them, they'll set on fire again. So they're both going to just attack you, Takewee, the ones in front of you. One hit.
First one misses, and the other one.
So 3. So 1.
1 damage.
As you fend them off. And then this one is going to use half of its movement to stand up. And it's going to mindlessly run through the oil. Take 5 damage. And attack you, Audrin. For 4 slashing.
It's actually roll another d8 because it's an automatic crit because
Right.
he's
Yeah.
within 5 feet and he's paralyzed.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So it's just +6.
but just
so
plus
it's 10
6, yeah.
damage.
So 10 altogether. Yeah, I forgot he was paralyzed. Yeah, so Audrin
Okay.
just getting attacked as he's just like, ugh, paralyzed. Deli, you're paralyzed. Audrin,
1 round
you're
down.
paralyzed. But you're not paralyzed after.
Yes.
Paralyzed for
Because I'll
1
be
round.
dead after this.
I'm trying to think of how this works. I don't know if it says when you
I thought it
become
would be-
unparalyzed. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it one
Frightened
round
for
after?
this amount of rounds. Paralyzed for this amount of rounds. I think it must be on the end of your turn. So no. Well, it's rounds. It's not even turn. So so that means as soon as after Nicolao's turn, you'll be unparalyzed.
Wouldn't that mean that it actually was last round because it was the end of one round? Because he went at the bottom.
You're right. That would be how it works, but then and that must not be how it works. That doesn't make any sense. So let's just say at the end of, we'll just say at the end of your turn. So you're no longer paralyzed anymore.
Because, right, I guess a round would be considered at the beginning of his turn, right? If it's based on.
I think so. Let's just
What
roll it
he
like that
does,
for now. I'll look
right?
it up later. Yeah. So you were paralyzed during that round, and now you are not paralyzed anymore. It is Nicolao's turn. He's going to step up. And what does he got?
A rubber ducky. But I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not. He's not. Okay, cool. So he's just slowly stalking forward still. He just gets right there and then stops. Anna, it's you. Miss not paralyzed. Or you're frightened though, right?
Yes, I'm frightened. So I could. Okay, wait. So technically, let's see, because then so I guess I could technically move here.
Yeah.
But I can't move there.
Nope. Because you'd be moving closer.
Because that's closer to him. So I guess Geez, I mean, there's not really anything I can do in that situation. So I'm gonna move there.
Cool.
And I'm going to take the dodge action.
Very nice. Probably a good plan. Takeaway.
Well, I guess I'm going to attempt to whack him again.
Do it. Yep.
Okay, that's better. Okay, +2, so that's 8.
All right. So 8, DC is 13. He succeeds. He's still up at 1. Yes, you're slamming into him, and he is zombie-like, continuing to come at you.
Which one is this? Is this the middle one?
This one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, it's their turns. This one is going to step towards you, Anna, and attack you.
Misses.
Very nice. And then next one's going to attack Takewee
Hit.
for 10
Ooh.
slashing. Oof.
5.
Good thing you're
but-
raging.
Yeah, good thing you're
Yeah,
raging.
that would have brought me down otherwise.
Jeez.
And then another one on Audrin, which misses. Cool. Deli, you're paralyzed. Audrin, you're no longer paralyzed. What do you want to do?
Pick what?
What do you want me to try to stab, guys?
Everything.
Try to take
in
the
front
one
of
down.
Takewee.
Yeah, that's like... That way we can try to get rid of one. For sure.
The normal zombie?
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
This one has 1 hit point, so it might be brought down if you get enough damage on it.
Clickety cloakety, I roll to lay pokety.
Yep. That hits.
Move barely.
Yep.
Barely.
Nice.
And then
16.
sneak attack too. So yeah, 13. 18. Come on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
definitely failed that. So it is dead. So like, probably what happens is like a Takewee's like attacking this thing, and like, no, it's not dying. And then she looks at Audrin, she's like, Audrin's paralyzed. What am I doing? And then she looks back, and Audrin's like shakes out of it, and then stabs it. Helps you. Cool. Do you want a bonus action anything, Audrin? Jump into the corner and hide.
Can I bonus action my fist down?
No,
with
you're not
Guy's
Anna.
fist? Oh, that's right. They both started with an A, so, you know. Because they're both Canadian, eh?
Cool. And then Nicolau is going to go ahead and step in front of you, Taequi, and look
Oh,
at
no.
you, and then just say,
Hi there.
let's see. Do you know Dagon, Lord of the Deeps? And then he's gonna punch you and miss.
And no. I just like grab it. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, no.
No. Nice.
Do you know Begone, Lord of Get Out of My Face?
Yeah. Nice. That was pretty good. Anna, it's you.
Whack.
Nice.
4
Not dead.
damage. A kick. 7
No,
damage.
Not dead.
Ugh,
Very close though.
Didn't roll that dumb one.
The oil is done.
That's it.
That's all, folks.
Cool stuff. Taequi, you're facing
Oof.
Nicolau or Zende, creepy guy. Extraordinary.
Okay, so my question is, do I take care of the threat in front of me, or do I try to get on Anna to like, or do I try to take out the one that's next to Anna to get rid of more damage?
You're almost guaranteed to. Well, I mean, if it doesn't make the con save, you're guaranteed pretty much to kill that one if you attack it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that might be the
pretty low.
right move. Okay, I'm gonna attack. So I'm just gonna like grab his fist and then just like,
Right.
like my hammer.
Yeah, off to the side.
The next one. Can I get advantage for that funny
Yes,
description?
do it. Yep.
Sweet. Not that I needed it, but you know, it always helps. +2, so 6.
Okay, 6. DC is 11, and it fails.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
dead. Yeah, so classic Hulk punch to the side, just smashed it across the, right into the staircase there, the collapsed staircase. Yeah, cool stuff. This last Ravenous Zombie is going to attack Audrin. And hits for 7 slashing. Which means Audrin's down.
What?
Yep.
I have 13 hit points.
And 12
Oh
armor
my
class.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I've got one more round after this of being down.
Well, I'm
I
no
will have
longer
several
frightened
more.
at the end of this round.
That's
It's
good.
okay. This after this round, you guys won't have to worry about healing me.
Because
Oh
I'll
my
be
gosh.
dead. All right, Deli, you're still paralyzed. Audrin, make a death
That's
save.
3. 20.
He's already done it once. What are the chances? Yep.
The chances are
1 in 20.
yeah,
5%.
5%.
Yeah, I couldn't remember either.
It just like really took me a second to think through that math right now.
Cool. So Audrin is slipping away. Nicolau Rosende is going to try to punch you again. Taequi, and he misses again. So that's fun for him.
Really?
Wow.
bad.
So basically, all he's got is like his frightened move, and then he's
Apparently.
pretty useless.
I'll tell you something else he wasn't able to use in this situation afterwards. But Anna, it's you.
Okay, that was the end of the third round, which means
Very
I'm
good.
no longer frightened.
Very good. Very good.
So I am going to do something dumb and move right there
Nice.
to flank and try and hit this dude.
Do it.
This would be
6
a good
damage.
time for those key points.
I know. I was about to say, I'm going to use my second and last key point to flurry of blows so I can get 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah, I mean, you hit him and did damage. It didn't look like he did a
No!
lot, and that one certainly doesn't. Actually, 11? 11 actually is his armor class. Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
He's not great. 6 more damage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like your actual like damage is doing a whole lot. Definitely has resistance, but
Rude.
yeah, he's like covered in shell and stuff. So yeah, that hits though.
And 6
So-
more damage.
9 damage in total.
Oh no, it's the devil. I did 6 damage.
Oh no!
I have to go. Guys, I need to leave right now. I need to get out of here.
Taequi,
Okay. Well,
your companion is slowly slipping into oblivion. And Del, you're still
know, but-
are you still paralyzed this turn as well?
I have one more turn
Yeah.
of paralyzation.
Yeah.
Round, right?
Yeah.
Because Anna just got out of it.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
so
one.
that was 3 rounds.
yeah. Okay. Do I attack the zombie or do I attack the boatman? I mean,
I
he seems
attacked-
like he's less threatening. Like the zombie feels like he's doing more damage. So I feel like I should attack the zombie. Even though we're flanking.
Yeah, that's why I attacked the guy, because I knew I could get 3 attacks at advantage.
Yeah,
So that
no, and
was,
that's
like my reason.
No, that's good. It was our first time attacking him though, so we didn't know that he has resistance. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the zombie.
Cool. Nope.
Miss. Oh no. Plus 2.
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
2.
Yep. Exact armor class.
Because of rage.
Very nice.
Plus another 2.
Nice.
7 damage.
Yep. Not dead.
Okay. Dang.
All right. It's a zombie's turn. Guys, the issue is I don't know why he wouldn't do anything but attack Audrin in this moment, and that means Audrin dies.
Because Takui just attacked him.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. He misses.
Miss.
Deli, you're paralyzed.
Last turn of paralyzation.
Audrin, death save. Do you want to tell us something about the neighborhood watch, maybe? Because if you get a 1, you die.
I could reveal something else about Audrin.
Yeah, feel free.
Like I could, for example, reveal the fact. I mean, I think we've briefly talked about it, but Audrin is not originally from Calabar.
Mhm. Want to give us a little bit of hint of where you did come from?
I will say I was an unpaid intern on a ship formerly.
Cool. Yep. Very good. What kind of ship,
Yeah.
Audrin?
The kind of ship that is probably, it's in some ways probably pretty similar to what Calabar sees with its smuggling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe operates outside of the law, you could say.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
It yeah, I would say, there's no law on the ocean, right?
Mhm. No, obviously. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, so
Cool. Take advantage. Make 2 death saves and we'll see which one we choose. All right. So
So I think we're choosing the 6.
Yeah. Not the 1.
I just need to survive to my turn.
like, we're gonna choose the 1. Wait.
All right. Nicolau is going to punch you again, Alyssa. And I think that time he hits.
Miss.
No, 16,
Nope,
right?
I was 16.
Yeah, nice.
Get out of here.
He's just still trying to and you're just like holding him off. Cool.
My shield.
Anna, it's you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the Zom
Do it.
instead, because he will actually take all the damage. Only 4.
Yeah, that was super hot.
Okay. 7.
Nice. It might go down. It had 6 hit points, so we'll see. So we got a 12. It does not. All right, still up. Takui.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get rid of him. I don't know. I feel like Takewee's having an internal battle right now. She's like, I see Audrin's down. Like, if
Yeah.
I just I could stop my rage and bring him up.
Yeah.
But I also know that I'm no good dead, you know?
Exactly. That's the thing. If you drop your rage and then that other guy gets a hit on you, yeah, you're down.
Right. It's over. Right. Yeah.
We know how she feels about people hitting on her.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So 10,
There you go. That's good.
12,
Okay.
12 damage, 12 damage.
So that means it's 17, which he does not make.
Down.
So he's down. Very good.
Which means it's my turn.
Which means it's your turn.
Finally.
Hey, Deli.
Healing word.
Deli, come
Okay,
save us.
here's my question.
Yeah.
Am I still frightened?
Nope.
Wait, let me check something. Well, I'll roll the healing word.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I think I have an idea. Wait, I'm in the wrong thing. Healing word, first level, 5 hit points.
Don't be healed, Audrin.
I didn't say he healed Audrin. He just said he was healing.
I'm healing you, Audrin.
Deli heals
It's
herself
me, right?
uselessly. She's so confused about what's happening. She just heals herself.
Okay, never mind. It takes an action.
What don't you have to roll all of that magic stuff?
Yeah,
Oh,
wild
frick.
magic.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Go ahead.
And then he accidentally incinerates me instead. That would be funny.
Well,
Yeah,
I
funny.
have to roll uncontrollable shape. I don't necessarily have to roll.
You're also going to roll the d20.
Okay, we're all in uncontrollable shape.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
And-
you're good.
Okay. And
You're the one who chose this life.
I know. But Audrin's up now.
And it's his turn. Unless you want to do an
Wait, wait,
action,
wait, what-
actually.
Am I frightened?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
No,
your
you're not
action
frightened. Yeah,
gonna be?
sorry. You have an action still. What do you want to do?
No, that was my action.
Well, it's a bonus action,
Isn't it?
right? Healing word is a
Said-
bonus action.
Oh,
Healing word's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is what happens then. Here's my one question. Actually, I'm gonna message you this, Caleb, because I wanna ask this.
Mhm. What? I did not expect that to be the second word that you typed. Okay.
Is this reasonable? 'Cause it's-
No. They exist still in the world, but I think
Mhm.
they've been getting rarer and rarer. So you may have heard of one, but you probably have never seen one.
Okay, well then I have a different idea. I think what happens is actually, does it require verbal components? Healing word does. So I think what happens is like Deli's just been sitting back there and she's been like
Just like
gasping for air.
Mhm.
And what
Hyperventilate.
happens is like she finally unparalyzes and she reaches down, says a word, and you hear the panting behind you. You guys probably aren't paying attention to her, but you're sitting
there. She's panting. And then it gets deeper.
And then she wild shapes for the first time, kind of out of her control. But we also kind of need this, so I don't want to hold this behind some story thing anymore. And she turns into a wolf.
Sweet.
And she just
Or
kind of
do
like
you?
That's right. Yes, I
you
do.
do. She
Okay.
also has a thing that whenever she wild shapes, she has to roll that d20. If she gets a 1, she wild shapes randomly instead of what she wanted to be.
Yep. Which is relevant to my
That
backstory.
one wild shapes into a Wabajack.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So I think that is my turn, though. I don't get to do anything else now,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'll grab a wolf token for you.
And if you could, is there a way I can like bring a wolf on here so I can see what I can do?
Yeah, I'll make sure you can control it.
Okay, cool. I don't know, just say for flavor, it's also pink.
Pink wolf. Okay. I think is it medium sized or large? It's medium. Yeah.
I think it's medium.
Boom. You become a pink wolf. So you're like Beast Boy, or like all of your transformations are the same color you are.
Maybe it's like its skin is pink, but it has the brown fur. You can like tell underneath it's pink. Mainly just so they know, like, hey, this random wolf appeared out of nowhere. Why?
Cool. Audrin, it's you.
Takewee just like runs towards you, like,
What the heck?
Audrin, I would like to roll animal handling to pet the wolf.
Yes, that is the highest priority
You're
here.
you're probably the only one who kind of noticed what happened, Audrey, because you probably saw her
Yeah,
transform.
I mean, you're probably prone, right? And she reaches down and heals
Like you're
you.
literally
and
like wake up and
then
just like,
suddenly there's a wolf muzzle right in
No,
your face.
Here's what happens. She puts her hand down, says the word, and then like as
It becomes
she
a
puts her
paw.
hand down, she goes on all fours.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like that meme where it's the guy that's like, in all forms but physical, I am a wolf. And he goes, oh. And now I'm just picturing him as he goes, oh, physically like wild shaping into a pink wolf.
I think the wolf should have pink fur. I think that's what should happen.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That seems more like
It's like you
Alright,
wouldn't
we
say
got-
a polar bear looks black.
yeah.
That's very true. That's very true.
Okay, so I wake up to this bubblegum wolf. And I think the first thing that pops in Audrin's mind is like, I thought I was fighting zombies.
yeah.
Well, you saw Deli transform.
Did I?
Yeah, he healed you first,
Yeah.
and then she transformed.
Okay.
So you as you were waking up, you saw Deli transform into this thing. I like to imagine that Deli like is now like staring directly down at Audrin's face and then licks his face.
I was just like, you know what? I don't have time to argue with it. Okay.
Yep.
And he does like, you know, like the where you throw your
Yep,
back,
yep.
your legs up, and he
Stand
does
up cool.
Hip up.
The well, yeah, he just throws himself up, and as he's doing that, he like
Yeah.
use the force
Yeah,
to
nice.
stab his rapier into
Do it.
Squid Face. Do I get cool points?
Nautilus face. But yes, you do. Advantage. Very good. Didn't even need it.
I'm not even talking advantage. I just want cool points.
Cool. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do a whole lot, but you know, you hit it.
Whoa, lots of sneak attack.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Cool. Awesome. It is Niklaus' turn, and try one more time to punch Takui,
Like,
and finally
Oh.
does it.
Wow.
does hit. Wow.
Does
wow.
11 bludgeoning
Oh my
damage.
gosh. Or well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I go down.
Yeah,
so.
I think you do.
With 5 damage.
Yeah, I have exactly 5 hit points.
Make a dex saving throw.
Does it matter because I'm just being thrown or grappled?
Yeah, you're gonna be grappled based,ly. So yeah, that makes sense. You probably just do it.
But I mean, I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
I just go down. So
So when this creature grapples another creature, it immediately uses a bonus action to press its mouth against the opponent's and spew seawater into the opponent's lungs. So that's what happens. It like slams you in the face. You start to go unconscious and fall. It like grabs your back, right, and then just grabs your face, puts its face into your face, and then like vomits seawater down your throat. And then it releases the grapple. Make a con saving throw. Actually, sorry, on the start of your turn, you do this. But yeah, you have been.
I just have to say, it sounds like he's on team sloppy wet versus unforeseen.
Yes, definitely so.
okay, hold on. I don't think that was seen at all. Like nobody saw that coming except maybe Caleb. But
Yeah, I mean, obviously I saw it coming.
I mean, that's obviously an unforeseen sloppy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Anna,
what
so
you
yeah,
think?
you just saw that.
I'm gonna
This is not consensual.
Very
I'm gonna move
non-consensual.
right there so I can still get advantage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna try and hit him.
You definitely do.
Crit.
That's a crit. 10 damage.
Very good. He's definitely
And then
damaged, but not down.
I'm gonna kick him.
Ooh,
Oh, another crit!
double crit.
Double crit.
Another 10 damage.
Yeah, still not down, but you've definitely done a lot of damage to this dude.
Wow. Okay, that's all I'm doing. But that was
Takui, make
that
a
was
con save.
thrilling.
Yeah, that was thrilling.
I'm actually good at these, so we'll see.
Well,
Yeah, let me just double check what this is actually doing.
she drinks seaweed every day.
Yeah, an affected creature. Yeah, so I guess this doesn't matter
If you're unconscious,
right
can
now.
you still make con saves?
Yeah, what's happening here is yes, it will
Well,
matter.
because the whole, yeah.
Yeah, it will matter. I don't think if you failed the save, given what I'm just reading here, I don't think if you failed the save, it would do anything in particular, but there's something that can happen if you don't make the saves.
Something called the Curse of the Deep.
Yes, exactly. Curse of the Deep. Yeah.
It's in this description.
And then make a death save. I'm assuming.
Yes, and then death save. Yeah, sorry. Yep, one
Okay.
success.
Wow.
That's my baby.
Right, Deli,
Hey, baby.
it's you.
I do not have a way to actually roll the thing, so I'm gonna have to do this manually.
You should be able to.
If that's your baby,
Should be
you
able to
need
get care sheet.
you need to go get checked
I can't
out.
find a way to do it.
Yeah, that's William
It's-
making those noises for sure. Yeah.
If I double click it, it brings up token settings.
Hold in shift and double click it.
Nothing happens.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. Okay,
Yeah. Sorry, I guess I didn't reveal it to everybody.
you're fine. So I will. So it's going to run up and stand there, and it has advantage due to pack tactics.
Cool.
Well, I have advantage due to pack tactics. He's going to bite.
So I just realized the drift globe is still tied to you, so there's like a little balloon following the wolf. It's pretty amusing. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and I cannot get prone if this works.
Yep. It does not.
Oh.
Actually, it does. That's his
12.
exact armor class.
12.
I was saying
It was
Yeah.
it's 11 actually. Is his armor class? So yeah, it would have
Yeah.
hit no matter
Okay,
what.
so it works. So it takes.
App.
I don't have a way to roll the damage.
You should be able to click on the name in the chat like normal. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So 8 piercing damage. If
Cool.
if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
It is not knocked prone.
Dang it!
And it's not dead yet.
I was gonna say that what happened if I knocked it prone is I jumped on it and it knocked it out, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, it just like shrugs you off. Aldrin.
Deli's snarling.
Mm-hmm. Assume you stab it. Well, you hit because of
22.
advantage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's dead. Very nice. Yeah, you stab it through it's probably stab it into its like up into the shell and like into its brain basically. Yeah, and it just like quivers and then falls back.
Okay. And then medicine check.
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
Or if somebody can
Well,
like
do we need to go in
something.
turn order?
Yeah.
To see if I make the death saves.
Anna, go ahead and do yours next.
Do my turn?
Your turn, yeah. If you're gonna try to
I mean, like,
Take
if
me
you fail to stabilize somebody, does
Nothing bad
anything
happens.
bad
No,
happen to
you're good.
them? So sure, I'll just
Medicine.
try a medicine check. Why not?
do it. There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
stabilized.
Stabilize. Boom.
Thanks.
So I need to double check.
Like if it like continues.
Yeah, I just need to look at this again.
Just imagine you have a quarterstaff, right?
Oh yeah.
I just imagine you,
make
like,
it-
just
make a
spin
saving
around
throw.
the quarters-
No.
Con save.
Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, so Takeree's like sputtering and like coughing up like seawater as she like just
How many of these do I
spasms.
have to make?
You'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Many.
Get it? You'll see.
Like, is it until like I like come like unconscious because like I have to like feel spit it out?
You'll find out when you make the amount of saves you need to.
Okay. Shoot. Just wondering if I should try to get advantage real quick. Reveal something about her. I have good con, but I just like don't want to risk it, especially with seeing the what's it called, the curse of the deep below. I don't know. What do you want to know about Takui?
Give us a short scene of like your life in the basin. Any part of it you want to share with us that
Okay.
might tell us
A
something
little
new.
bit about my life in the basin. So I grew up in a kind of a small hidden away village. Me and my sister, my basically like just like my day-to-day life.
Give us like a short just snippet of something like that would have gone on in a normal day that like would reveal to us a little bit of new stuff about Taekwee.
So basically you see Taekwee on the sidelines kind of like cheering on somebody, and then it kind of like the shot like pans behind her, and then you see a girl that looks pretty much just like her, because spoiler alert, they're twins.
What?
Yeah. And they're fraternal twins, but they still look very much alike.
Mm-hmm.
And the twin is sprawling with like this like really buff like dude,
Mm-hmm.
and is totally kicking his butt. And Taekwee's like, "Yeah, sis, you got this!" Like, and then just like cheering her on, and everybody's like cheering her on also. Some people are like going for the guy, like, yeah, tell her, get her. But, most people are cheering for my twin, who her name, I named her Zanaya. Zanaya. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
take that advantage.
Typical day. Okay.
That's a fail. So that means you take 1d6 necrotic damage, which basically just puts you back to the dying phase of the game.
Great.
So you seem like it seemed like you did something, Anna, but then she just starts like again spasming again. Something bad is happening to Taekwee. Deli.
Okay, what happens is Deli kind of just you like now that the threat is gone. Let me do this. Deli kind of shakes her head.
Comes back to her normal self. Goes, what happened? Sees that she's down and is going to healing word her.
Nice. Yeah, so you come to Taekwee, but you're still like drowning from the inside, and it's really traumatic and horrific. So
awesome.
Audryn, does everybody else just kind of like look at her, or do you try to help her in any way?
I would like to, with my knowledge of the sea and just my overall magical knowledge, I'd like to do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
See if I can figure out what's going on.
For sure. Okay.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Why is Audryn like the most useful skill person ever?
Because he's a rogue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, this guy, Nicolau Rosende, which you obviously don't know the name of, but this dude is what's called a mummy of the deep. And they're like some sort of aquatic mummy. And the thing that is now affecting Taekwee is it's called the Curse of the Deep. And I'll just post it in chat here. All of that information. An affected creature can act normally on a round when it makes a successful saving throw. If the saving throw fails, the creature takes 1d6 necrotic damage and is stunned until the start of its next turn. The effect ends when the affected creature makes a third successful save. It can also be ended by a spell or other magical effect that neutralizes a curse.
I have detect poison or disease, nothing to remove it.
So basically, I just have to succeed 3 times and then it's over.
But you're just drowning over and over again.
Hasn't she made 2
I've made
already?
one.
She's only made one.
Successful
Yeah.
save.
She's done 2 saves, but she made one and failed the other.
Okay, so would that count as my whole turn, or could I try to stabilize her?
She's already up.
I'm already up. I have 5 hit points.
Okay.
It's just that she's going to have to make the save again and might go down again. So
yeah, so I think I explain what's going on. And
just like basically fight, Taekwee, fight. Like you got this. Like
and like Audryn's just like super like locks eyes and is just kind of trying to get her through it. Like, hey, you got to keep going. You got to stay with me. You got to keep pushing. Got to keep fighting through it.
I can just cast Spare the Dying each turn till she comes to.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Great.
Honestly, to be fair, like that's probably a safe bet that Taekwee struggles for a while and it's traumatic, but like now that you know exactly how it works, like Deli can just do spare the dying, and eventually we just like coughs it all up.
Yeah.
Well, should I at least do it to see if I keep my hit points at the very least, though?
That's true. That'll matter. Yeah, let's keep going. But yeah, we know that it will work eventually. So we just go ahead and make a save.
Okay.
So that
I
one's
make that
good.
one.
So you're fighting it.
Okay.
Go ahead and make one more.
Another
Yeah.
one.
So you're good.
Okay, I make that one.
We're
Too.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm good. So I keep 5 hit points at the very least. That's what I wanted to know is like, okay,
Yeah,
do I have
that
to, or
mattered.
am I going to have to wake up in an hour or two, or am I going to be able to just like cough it up and then be like, oh,
Yeah. So that was not pleasant at all. Very traumatic. But yeah, you survived. And now there are zombie bodies littered everywhere. Takui, you can tell, like everything's very silent now. You don't hear anything else. It seems like that was all of them.
Sounds about as unpleasant as giving birth to an interdimensional being. Through your soul.
The Devourer. Yeah.
We
Through your
should
soul.
probably.
Yeah.
We should probably end.
Sorry.
We're wrapping up.
All I heard was like Jordan was saying, yeah, just about as bad as giving birth. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. That's coming too. So appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna end there too, but he didn't. So
I know.
cool. Yeah, I mean,
to an interdimensional being.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are surrounded by dead zombies. Well, doubly dead zombies. But you still don't know how to get out. And it seems like at the very least there's no more zombies coming after you, but you don't know what the rest of the dungeon awaits for you guys. But we'll find out next time on Terra Invicta. If you're a patron, you'll get an after show. But for now, we are out. Adios.
Bye.